You want to know the real reason that Will Smith will not divorce Jada Pinkett? I'm going to tell you in this video. Okay, so Will Smith has not left Jada Pinkett, and they don't seem to be divorcing anytime soon. But I'm going to tell you the real reasons that I think that he will not leave her. And it's not what you guys might think. So things have calmed down a little bit since that massive, huge slap, because he's been over in India doing some Zen. He's been doing some yoga and doing some meditation, and things have calmed down slightly. But I wanted to do a little bit more recon. I did do a whole video on why I think that he should divorce her now, and you guys can check out that video if you'd like. But I wanted to do a little bit more of a deep dive on it because I have some more thoughts on it, and it's not what you guys think. Now, Will has talked very, very publicly in the past about his thoughts on marriage and his whole idea on till death do you part, and basically that he's in it till death. I mean, he's either going to stay married or he's going to die. And he's got some really great quotes on marriage, and basically that it's a vow and people give up too quickly. And you don't vow to eat cheesecake, you vow to do things that are really, really hard. And I get that. And I think that that's really true in a lot of ways. And I can tell you, as a divorce attorney, I have seen people give up, I think maybe too early. And not even just as a divorce attorney, but as somebody who's been married for 22 years, you do have to work hard at it, and you do have to show up, and you do have to work through the hard things. That's definitely true. But when you are married to somebody who is toxic, when you are married to somebody who does not have your best interests at heart, when you are married to somebody who is clearly a narcissist, that is a different story. Now, some people have said he's a narcissist too. It could be definitely true, but I'm telling you that when you look at the signs of who Jada Pinkett Smith is and what has gone on in the history of their relationship, I think the signs definitely point to the fact that she has clearly not put him first. And all you have to do is listen to the things that she has said over the years and the way that she has conducted herself in this relationship. And even now, after the slap and what she has done and the kinds of things that she has done, but that does not go into why I think that he won't divorce her. A lot of people think, oh, it's because he doesn't want to give up half of the money. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. And here's why I'm going to say that I don't think that's why. Because if you listen to the way he has spoken over the years, very, very publicly, he's actually talked about his ideas on the law of attraction and his ideas on the way thoughts become things. And he's talked about the alchemist and how he very much believes that you can create your thoughts and how you can create whatever you want. So I don't believe that he doesn't think that even if he handed over half of whatever he makes or half of whatever he's made to her, that he doesn't think that he could go out and do it again. And by the way, clearly she's been a B-level movie star at best, and that's being generous. Had she not been married to him, we would barely know her name. Let's just be honest here. She wouldn't even have her red table talk or any of that stuff if she had not been married to him. She wouldn't even be continuing to be relevant if she weren't married to him. He is clearly the one who has the name, the talent, and all of that. So yes, this has all been a difficult situation for him, but I'm not unconvinced that he wouldn't be able to go out and do something else. Even if he gave her half the money, he probably would still have plenty enough to live on for the rest of his life anyway. So whatever about, I don't think it's the money that, would stop him from divorcing her. No, somebody said secrets. Would she go around and tell the secrets? Well, maybe, because you know how it is to divorce a narcissist, right? I mean, she would make his life a living hell. That could definitely be a deterrent. Potentially, that could be it. I don't think that's it either. I don't. I think the real reason is that he's trauma bonded to her. I honestly think that he has this bond to her, which people develop as a result, where you become emotionally bonded to your perpetrator. And it happens as a result of childhood wounds that people develop in their childhood, which he had clearly from his father, who was a perpetrator, talks very, very openly about that. He was freeze. Remember, he said his brother was fight, his sister was flight, he was freeze. He was already this person who was emotionally wounded when he came into this relationship, and it allowed himself to not feel worthy in the relationship. You know, he talks about, for example, her relationship with Tupac. He was very, very jealous of that. He allowed her to sort of walk all over him with that. And, you know, she constantly pushed that in his face, how close she was to him and everything else. And you know that she was throwing that in his face for years and years and years. And you know how we know that? Because in 2012 or something, Willow posted something on the internet, some letter that said, "Dear Tupac, please come back and make our family happy. I know that if you came back, you would make mommy and me really happy, because I know my mommy really misses you. And I wish you were here." All of this. She wrote this letter to this man and posted it on the internet that she had never even met. What was going on in that house? What was she saying about Tupac? What was Jada saying to Will and to these children about this man that caused her daughter to write this letter and put this on the internet? I mean, clearly this kind of emotional abuse was happening. And remember, with trauma bonding, it also gets caused by intermittent reinforcement, good and then bad, love bombing, devaluing, love bombing, devaluing, love bombing, devaluing. That's how they get you to be trauma bonded to them. So I believe that he is trauma bonded to her. You know, she's also gone on Red Table Talk and sort of dissed him about their love life. She's talked about how, you know, he's not necessarily good in bed and things like that. I mean, and then even now he's over there, he's trying to get healing in India, and she flew over there. So I don't know that he's necessarily going to get the healing that he needs, because he can't get away from her. You know, in order for him to get the healing that he needs to get away from her. By the way, while he's trying to get this spiritual cleansing and he's in India, she's posting things on her Instagram saying things like, "Life is a gift and so are you." And she's posting pictures of herself, meaning, "I'm a gift." Where is her post about saying, "Hey, I'm supporting my husband. I hope that he's healing. I'm supporting anything about Chris Rock"? She's never done anything to come out and say anything about the situation itself. Clearly, she's a narcissist. But the real reason I don't think that he'll ever leave her is because I think that he's trauma bonded to her. I would love to know what you guys think. Should he stay or should he go? I would love to know what you guys think about that. Put that in the comments. And by the way, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Make sure that if you are getting ready to negotiate with a narcissist, that you grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. And you join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And as always, remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. Never give in, you never give up. They only win if you give in, right? And I will see all of you guys in the next video.